I swear to God, this is bad disability. Just keep watching. So I've gotten very into Interview with the Vampire, or with the Vampire. God damn it, Anne Rice. Why couldn't you just say it makes so much more sense. And I'm really enjoying it. I've never read the books. I've never seen the Tom Cruise Brad Pitt abortion where they made a 10-year-old kiss Brad Pitt. Anyways, and enjoying it, the last episode, the fourth episode of the second season, they made a reference to breaking the laws of the coven, and one of those was you can't turn cripples into vampires. Boy, goddamn, am I sick of the few shows I watch being shitty about disabled people, crippled people. And just for the record, and the vampire media I've watched, which is all very gay, What We Do in the Shadows in this, I have questions because even in an interview with the vampire, Louis was a battered wife. He was dropped from like 500 feet and he survived, and it's heavily implied Lestat survived, even getting his throat cut. So wouldn't disability heal upon becoming a vampire? Now, if it actually stayed, okay, I could kind of get it, but it doesn't make sense to me. Yes, I know you stay as you were when you return, but that's a very interesting question, is it not? This actually happened to me last year with Our Flag Means Death. I was absolutely fucking delighted when Izzy Hands was crippled. Not, I mean, I actually adored him by that point, and he didn't deserve it. And he was also a battered wife. But the first few episodes handled it beautifully, and I was so excited. I love seeing disabled rage because we need disabled rage. And he was very much disabled rage. In one scene, he shouts, "You are harassing a cripple," while he's trying to get drunk because he's depressed about it, of course. And then he finds they made him a fake leg to replace what he lost. And they called him the new unicorn because that was the figurehead. He'd cut the legs off the unicorn for fucking him over and not protecting him. I guess that's a pirate thing. And they used that to make him a fake leg. And it's just very sweet. Then come the last episode, the last 10 minutes, and I thought it was a weird turn, but I was like, okay, I'm enjoying this. And it had always been said that main characters don't die on the show. Oh, guess what? They shot Izzy. Sorry if that's a spoiler alert, you should know it. And that just enraged me. Because, okay, now he's happy. Now he has friends. He's even coping with his disability. And Calypso, he seems to make a connection with Wee John. I'm very much a Wee John Izzy shipper. I was before this, and I'm even more. I was like, yeah, I called it. So we're seeing Izzy happy and coping with being disabled, and then they kill him because he's not convenient to the story anymore. And then thankfully they got canceled, and the people tried to raise money to get a billboard to bring it back. And that was after the Gaza genocide started, and they couldn't be arsed. And then they, upon being pressured heavily, claimed they donated 10,000 or 20,000 and never showed proof. And there was a lot of sus things about it. So I'm kind of glad that show's over. I can't stand the fandom anymore. But I can tell you, there is one show that actually treated disability kindly. And they went out of their way to portray it correctly. And the character doesn't die in the end. He does heal after about 2 seasons, but that's realistic for the time period. Archer. It's a stupid cartoon, kind of Mad Men based, but with like H. John Benjamin, who does Bob's Burgers voice, playing the James Bond kind of guy. And it's really silly, and it has a lot of smart humor. I really enjoy it. In fact, it opens with a joke about a Greek diner, and I never got that. And I had to Google it. It was so obscure. It makes you think, man. Anyways, Archer shot by a crazy woman and then drowned in a pool. He survives this, but he's in a coma for 3 seasons. And a lot of people hated that. When he awakes, he's injured. He has a cane, a tactile cane, I think they called it. And it can do all sorts of stuff. It can electrocute people. It can put out traps, stun gun, all sorts of shit. It's really cool. And for almost 2 seasons, he needs this cane. It's really well done. I really enjoy it. They even talk about the suit made for Potts in the 30s that I had no idea existed and only astronauts basically get to use. So if you've never seen Archer, I think it came out 2011. It was on FXX. Um, Watch it. It's a good show. I think you'd enjoy it just as a cool show. But also, it's a fantastic disability representation. And the writers for those seasons said, we really wanted to make sure we got his disability right. We wanted to get that all correct for the people watching who are disabled. And I'm just like, nobody will ever love us as much as Archer did.